They call me the Decoder. Faceless by design, lineage by birthright. I don't chase clout, I chase truth. And today, we're decoding a billion-dollar distraction. They gave you a fantasy, a utopia, a digital dream wrapped in melanin and vibranium. They called it Black Panther, a $200 million love letter to Africa, written, directed, and funded by Hollywood, owned by Disney, and sponsored by a system that's allergic to giving freedmen what we're actually owed. And you? You cheered, you cried, you wore dashikis to the premiere. But you didn't get a kingdom, you got a costume party. But don't trip, I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to decode it. Let's talk about Wakanda, a fictional African nation untouched by colonization, overflowing with royalty, science, dignity, and power. Sounds good, right? Too good. Because in real life, no African nation has escaped the grip of colonization, corruption, or capitalism. Not one. There is no Wakanda. There never was. But they sold it to you anyway, to make you feel connected to a continent that hasn't claimed you in over 400 years. And let's be honest, we weren't T'Challa. We were Killmonger, born in America, raised in abandonment, cut off from Africa, and left to survive a system built to bury us. When Killmonger showed up demanding justice, he didn't get a throne. He got a blade to the chest, then tossed off a cliff like he was never family to begin with. That wasn't fiction. That was a metaphor. Because that's what happens when freedmen try to claim Africa, and Africa don't claim us. Let's decode the real message Africa's sending us. Not welcome home. Not here's land. Not here's your dual citizenship for your stolen lineage. Just come invest. Bring your dollars. Build your resort. Take your selfies. And go home when your visa expires. Let's talk facts. Ghana's year of return in 2019 brought in over $3 billion in tourism and investment. They marketed it as a spiritual reconnection, but made no mention of citizenship, land, or reparations. Nigeria still doesn't offer dual citizenship to African Americans. You can buy land, but you can't own a piece of the nation. Sierra Leone offered citizenship to a few, but only if you could prove ancestry through DNA. Even then, it's symbolic. No political power, no legal protections. And let's not ignore this part. Many African nations and tribes actively participated in the transatlantic slave trade. They captured and sold our ancestors into bondage. That's not conspiracy. That's historical fact. Look up the Kingdom of Dahomey. Look up Ouida. Look up the Asante and the Oyo empires. Yet today, no apology, no acknowledgement, no truth and reconciliation. Definitely no reparations. Just silence and open palms for your money. So let me make it plain for the folks in the back. We're not Pan-African. We're not diasporic orphans looking for a motherland. We are freedmen, American descendants of slavery, the children of those who survived the Middle Passage and built this nation from scratch. Our fight ain't overseas. It's right here. Forget Wakanda. Let me give you your real map. Washington, D.C., where reparations legislation like H.R. 40 has been ignored for decades. Tulsa, where they dropped bombs on Black Wall Street. Montgomery, Selma, Jackson, where blood was spilled to vote. Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, cities we helped build but never got equity in. This is your land. This is your lineage. This is your leverage. And while they're selling you fantasy in 4K, real-life freedmen are living with the highest racial wealth gap in the country, the lowest land ownership rate of any group, and zero federal reparations, despite over 400 years of free labor, stolen land, and broken promises. So let me say this clear. If they won't claim you, stop begging. If they won't repay you, stop investing. If they won't stand on truth, stop playing dress up in theirs. You don't need a kingdom in a Marvel movie. You need justice in real life. Because Wakanda ain't real, but reparations are. Truth, lineage, power.